talk, resolve, results. We talk, we resolve, we deliver results. HKO, live, talk, resolve, results.
Talk, resolve, results. HKO, live.
Topic time, where we talk about what you think about.
Welcome to Topic Time. I am HKO Live, also on social media at HKO Live. So, building a strong, lasting relationship requires intentional daily efforts, focusing on open communication, mutual respect, and shared growth rather than relying on luck. Key secrets include treating your partner as a best friend, prioritizing trust, practicing selflessness, and making time for small, meaningful gestures to maintain a strong, loving connection. The secrets or the habits that invariably help destroy your relationship are actually destructive behaviors and habits that erode trust, communication, and respect over time. The most common and impactful are a lack of honest communication, contempt, selfishness, and a decline in intimacy. So tonight on Topic Time, we are discussing the question or the topic, the secrets or habits that always help you destroy your relationship beautifully. Let's discuss. All right. So, here are the key secrets or habits that can destroy a relation. The first group, we will categorize them as communication killers. And the first is keeping secrets and lies. Hiding significant information such as financial issues, emotional affairs, or a history of addiction prevents your partner from knowing the real you and destroys the foundation of trust. Because the day they find out that this is who you really are and this is what you've been keeping, explaining yourself or convincing them otherwise is a Herculean task. Miss Philo.
Yeah. So, one of the things too that we do that like we now take the collapse on a relationship. One is taking your partner for granted. There are some people they take their partner for granted. Like when the person does something, instead of showing appreciation, they tend to ignore it. Like when it becomes constant thing, you see that now you let a person feel some way. Instead of saying I don't have a choice, a bad choice, but not enough to say obligation there, you're not said to be there or there by force. So people sometimes want to feel like you value them. They want to see how you value them and all that. And then you show appreciation for little things that you do. And then one thing to sometimes we tend to look at their flaws more than the good side. Obi anye perfect there, but they be there. Bonena na weka. Do you want to say that you 100%? Dear friend, you may also have some flaws, but why is the other party not talking about your flaws? The fact that he or she doesn't complain about your flaws doesn't mean that are you getting my point? And then like we tend to sometimes to belittle them. Oh, maybe then sarcastically we try to make mockery of them, make you feel like they wouldn't know be less of a human or something. You see, gradually you do this thing. Sometimes the person may laugh. But deep down within, the person is going through. You are creating some kind of vacuum or pain, which one day, before you realize, no, the person becomes fed up and leave. So one can why then what killed that relationship based on sometimes a negative comments. So these are things that we need to be very, very intentional about whenever we are having a conversation or whenever there is misunderstanding. Sometimes, yes, you talk about the person's flaws, talk about the good side before you come and hate on the bad side. Should I go on?
Okay, so I want us to dwell a bit more on the communication side. Then we'll look at the emotional and personal habits, which you said one of, and then we'll close it out with intimacy and external factors. All right. So under communication again, there is poor communication, and this, they say, includes an inability to express feelings, stonewalling, like shutting down during conflict, or not fighting fairly. And then small issues can bottle up and explode later, right? And a lack of active listening makes a partner feel unheard and disrespected. So in a nutshell, poor communication skills.
Very, very. You see, when someone does something and you're not happy about, the best way is you sit, you voice it out, then you resolve it. But here is the case, you don't talk about it. So how do you resolve the conflict when it comes? Because conflict boils down to poor communication. At the end of the day, trust. But meanwhile, deep down within you, I don't know yo. So why don't you voice it out and tell the person? As me see, they be that the man see me, the madi aching. Oh, the thing gets to me, and it's quite disturbing. Please, I don't like that. I think the service, but dream Benibia would apologize. Then you guys move on. But moment a communication be anchored on it means that conflict is not resolved.
No,
there wouldn't be any peace in that relationship. So as time goes on, if the moment you keep on doing it, for how long can the person contain it? It will explode. Definitely. One day to explode. So the best way is proper communication, not just communication, proper communication. And when there are issues, no, more can solve money. And say yes.
I'm the man.
Now the man it's the one of one and the man or 77 one of one of us and see look at Bentia. What can the factory examine the man? No.
So
we are all we are always a kind of proud to change. Obia to Mrs.
yeah.
Unless it takes a fool, no, so no, don't nonsense. No. Nippon on the moment I had no Orican. At least one day, who need the oh, Mamma, idea me, or damn, so Mrs. Anna, and the foundation you pan should be in the person's shoes. Town de Biam Newcastle, I can oh, intina, I'm co school, insta our fun niscano, into one show. The Biaka, my I also near the chema. Funders, I won't work and show. Will you be happy? The mere fact that we're having a agreement doesn't mean that you should say that. So please, you voice it out during communication time. Wakasa na can't the man say the BBC can't share as me say mampe all home. Then you voice it out and be free. And when there are issues, so we'll communicate. We'll make sure you resolve the issue. We'll make sure they understand the each everyone is at peace. And sana. Natural communication is well communicated. All right.
And then I think this one you said it in passing: criticism and contempt. So constantly nagging, eye rolling, name calling, and expressing disgust makes your partner feel devalued and attacked, which is a strong predictor of a relationship's demise. So you see nothing to encourage the person about, no commendation. You are always looking at faults.
How dare you failure,
yeah.
How dare you failure?
Nothing of this person pleases you. It's like you are a great critique when it comes to this person, but when the tables are reversed on the wall. And when roles are reversed, you see yourself as being perfect and you have no issue whatsoever. To the time when she points out one.
And those people today do it sarcastically. Like why today are good,
yes,
you know,
yes, and they are always
them go for them no. Why they are good, they be another come.
Yeah.
I are not less road to be full door, you are good, but why should a panini daopana what kind of man so like the moment as and when you keep on doing that, what are you doing to hurt your partner? Or a failure, ebia bibi nti no ma ebia ordinance so bibi ma onye yi anade ebia edibano no de bia onim de bia de na ahye de bia de na nchine twam no ebia na de we otine nchen onim limit no so gradually enyene kasa no enwa enyene kasa in a polite way no ne nimpan oh awutinis o ebia me ma me ye de ensa bom se on de bu an ye de ensa na ye de measure ye nchi no and you want me use the spoon no yeah naturally no ye ensa no so people like that ebia na no obo reduce ade no and when so I kasa nkakranka and de bia de nchi o ye de na nchi na twem and am onua mu na ase ahye and de bia ye most kasa for didwa na wa shiska no so aka ho we oba beni we be ma beni una fofo kɔ no na wote ho no you don't say those things. You rather say words of encouragement.
And then finally under communication, there is this bit of threatening to break up. Like for some people, the least provocation be you know. So using the relationship's existence as a leverage in an argument is juvenile. Truthfully, is a juvenile tactic that erodes security and long-term potential. So I get that a bit, even sometimes in my work relationships. Yeah, no, it's not even that. Some people, especially when they are giving you work to do for them, they don't see it that because they are incapable of doing it, that's why you are there to do it.
No, then,
yeah, because you are paying for my time and skill. You assume that you are doing me a favor, therefore every time you are similar thing. People in a relationship, any least argument, no.
I'll leave me if you keep on doing this, me I'll leave you. Me I'll
because
go. I can't be with a man like this. I can't be with a woman who nags, who does that, blah, 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 blah.
Because what happens is they always get a reaction out of you.
But one thing they don't know is, you see, since you tap on Jenny or Joe, some people are optional, a consistent or about you are, then the person is having a second thought. Some people end up that way. It's Bonda Nakasano, then I could see her. It's our full daily journal. Abokono be sure, so now also. I like an okay, but a young jay. Acquire no be a besho, now if you also, and maybe I said it out of anger or something. Thinking that being a cade on don't to one Jana Besina Cade, a medium could mean to me, so you are taking advantage of that.
Okay, so about this, Moko. I saw a skit, this video skit is from one of those old sitcoms, and this lady's husband had died, and the woman was at the church crying and wailing, making noise that, oh Lord, let it be me, it should have been me, it should have been me. Lord, let it be me, Anna. Yeah, Jesus Bupuyo. So as soon as Jesus came, he said, oh, I have heard your prayer. And since you want to take the place of your husband, this is what I will do. So, as usual, he did a miracle. He woke up the husband, he came out of the coffin and said that, okay, your wife has said that she wants to take your place. So, no. I was just saying it. Also, no, you don't use words just like that. Yes. He said you want to take his place. It should have been you. Now it is you.
And you know that anything that you constantly use, any words or whatever, it means you mean it. There be no kasa, no kasa no. First time, the person might think it's a joke, but the moment it becomes a consistent, like I said, I mean as American.
You want to do that?
Yes, you do it. I don't be the beginning. I would share that more bossy can be, then you take it for granted whenever there's an argument. One day, Moana and pass for high. So sometimes we need to be very careful with our ways.
Topic time.
All right, so let's move on to the emotional and personal habits. So, like number one is taking your partner for granted, like failing to express gratitude for everyday efforts makes a partner feel unappreciated and invaluable. Let me tie that up to number 2, which says selfishness. Prioritizing your own needs and desires without considering your partner's leads to tension and dissatisfaction. Healthy relationships require a balance of self-interest and compromise. So these are things that selfishness and taking your partner for granted, they are characteristics of people they call narcissists, right? Yes. So typically this American president is like that.
Trump.
Okay. He's like that. So there are people with those kinds of emotions. They always want you to be under their feet. So
they are super.
Yes. So when you are when you are talking to them, they want to make it seem like they are superior to you.
But look at what just happened. Is it this night the order he gave that?
Oh, I think he's suffering from dementia.
If they don't, allow the shapes,
he's probably sick. He wants too much attention.
Fuel thing or more up to that midnight, and like when he said that, lo and behold, the thing they allowed the Iran president has allowed these ships to move.
No,
so it's more like he controls them.
It's not like that. The ships have been moving all this while,
but due to the war, they stopped.
No. What was happening was the Iranians simply were stopping American and Israeli ships.
Okay. So it's only those two.
Good.
Okay.
A lot of other ships were moving.
And they were kind of.
But you see, this world, Angasano, media and everything is controlled by people and their own interest. So they sell it out to you and make it seem like for the whole 8 billion population we have in this world, there is only one 79-year-old president somewhere who is the most sensible person. How? Do you understand?
Anyways.
So people in such characters, when they are in a relationship with you, they want to control everything.
No, they should progress. You should progress. Everything should be about them, not you.
Yes. And they are more interested in what you are doing than what they have to share with you. So you, what would I do? So you should have to, if you really want to collapse your relationship, then
keep on doing that.
Do that with a narcissist, and the relationship will collapse nicely for both of you. Number 3, under emotional and personal habits.
You talked about emotional.
Holding grudges and unforgiveness, like storing resentment and bitterness, prevents the couple from moving past issues. Forgiveness is crucial for emotional healing and growth. Why are you looking at me like that?
It all boils down to communication.
Yes.
That is why I said when you guys are communicating, make sure that the communication is well communicated. May you see that way. As I don't know, conflict we are resolving it. Make sure you resolve it to the end. Yes, that there is peace. The both parties are satisfied, because if not, this is what it resolves to. Resentment, because I fear nipa na monda nipa be no wadam pad but okono ho nka kor obi nzuku nezban. For how long will you keep on doing that, hurting each other like that? So when there are issues like that, make sure that we resolve some way. My peace, when communication doesn't set in, there'll always be conflict, and there'll always be resentment and all that. So please, we have to know how to communicate and communicate better.
All right. And finally, under emotional and personal habits, losing a sense of self. like spending all your time together can lead to a loss of independence, which may cause resentment. Maintaining individual interest and friends is vital for personal growth and a healthy balance. Sometimes I feel I have done that a bit to myself, right? So these days I am consciously trying to get back to certain relationships that I have made dormant for a while, because if you are not careful, you don't pay so much attention to yourself, you, before you know it, someone who is active, you become very docile. Before you know it, your bubbly self is gone.
No, but don't you think? Don't you also think that sometimes some of these things, it's you. You like to, like, you are always seeking for the welfare of others.
Yes.
Like also sana also the anything. Everyone around you should
I
be
get
okay.
that. It's not a bad thing.
Yes, until before you realize now wanka sana odo you are not making yourself
But
work.
my problem sometimes is with people is they make it seem like they are doing it for everybody, so it is their partner's responsibility to do it for them.
Oh, okay.
I feel that is a very wrong way and perception to have it, because it's like seeking your own happiness. It is your responsibility.
Well, then you have to make your own self happy.
Yes, your happiness
regardless
is not,
of whatever happens.
yeah, it is not
you
dependent on your partner.
No one can even make you happy.
But the unfortunate thing is, if as you let this thing drag on for a long time, before you know it, you are older,
yes,
and you suddenly you don't know who you are again. Someone who likes music as a young person, now you no longer like music because
your partner
doesn't like music.
Yes,
so
you compromised.
You see, meanwhile, it is the music that makes you come alive, and you have killed it.
So in this instance, assuming that you guys are living together, so why will you play the music? Is it when you are in your car alone, or what? What happens when you come to the house? What happens if you don't step out?
I was telling somebody a while back that, because I had been in their car a few times, and it's always music that the man likes that is being played in the car. So all I said to her was, challenge the status quo. Sometimes you like hip hop. Good. Get some hip hop songs on a pen drive and put it in the car. Especially the days that you are driving. And let's see how it goes. Start playing them in the house. Because they give you a certain feel. Right? I once watched this Tyler Perry movie where I think he starred in it himself, and he was this character where he had literally done everything that every family member wants, and it took a janitor to come to his office and realize that, my friend, you are not yourself. This is not you. So the day the lady pushed him so much to find himself, and he was playing hip hop in his office, and his mother heard it. His mother was shocked, because the mother knew that he was like that. But once their father or her husband passed on very early, he took the mantle, and as a father taking care of the family, and especially his stubborn brother. Alright, so he totally lost himself. But this lady comes into his life, and
she made him
she just said a few things. The question that she asked that made him realize that he has lost touch with reality was, how much is a tin of milk? And this man didn't know. Meanwhile, this was the man who literally went to the grocery store for his parents when he was growing up. But at this point, he wasn't doing that because he had become a big man, you see, sort of. So you lose yourself without even noticing that you are gone away from who you are just by being in a relationship. So please, we are not saying that become boisterous towards your partners, but find yourself, because that will also enhance the relationship you have. It's 24 after 9 p.m. You are listening to Topic Time on the Orange Lounge. I am HKO. I'm here with Miss Philo, and we are discussing habits that can help you collapse your relationship, as it were.
HKO Live. Talk, resolve, results.
Alright, so now we are looking at intimacy and external factors. So number 1, withholding intimacy. A lack of physical and emotional affection can create distance and make partners feel disconnected or unwanted. Need I say more about this?
Oh, by itself,
it's self-explanatory. Don't withhold intimacy.
And so be on my partner, but there why our reside. Maybe the my dear Smith so that me I'm a mum from man. There are some people that say that out of pain, a born on my conflict be a way say one resolve, and as some all trances be a came out of arguments. Now the other party no all realize it to apologize. The boom when you apologize, they will tell you that I mean the man saying I catch me them being mum fan. So whenever you he or she makes the move, or very withdraw from it.
I see. Inti manfa sex in waiting wasn't I. It will help collapse.
And you know, some people also use sex. No, they see it as almost
like a reward for.
Pochom pedamandi. Pochomisa mekadamandi. Me here, there's amount. Oh, me nyama. Unconscious, I'm shinichu. Elebanubia, and I'm catch your day. Me had a miskin in some farm. I will be a farmer man. A pedant when you did on Musuma.
Okay.
So you see, they
like a bargaining chip.
Yes. So we give the person the money. Half wage, mama. So one who's can hear another man in you also need this thing too.
You see, this same argument the other day I raised it, and you and Miss B were on against me, Poto, that for married people, sex has nothing to do with money.
Oh no! Oh, but it's kind of weird. It doesn't happen. Like let's say just 1% that they do that. What did they make an answer? So like they deliberate. Maybe I don't know on here on them so pande I will say okay now farmer baby obenya why through that way. I don't know so here it will be pound so oh yeah where that you can afford that, you can provide it. But I want to send emperor no so much training. Most what that was so here pan most farmer.
I see. Okay, number 2, allowing outside influence, letting friends or family exert too much control over couples' decisions can erode trust and bypass the couple's own values. Yeah, we know some people are like that, like they cannot independently take a decision on their own. They consult by heart. Consult by heart,
not by size, by height.
By heart. I mean, everything, the least of things, because see, they feel challenged because they don't see themselves thinking higher than a level they have pleased themselves. So, as an true one, I drink a crabby pet. No work.
There was this movie I watched just this afternoon. The elder sister got married, and then now the younger one also got married. Marriage and the ordinance. So when after the marriage, she showed the certificate to the elder sister. That was where the elder sister came in to advise her. Hey, certificate are winning and only power. Who could you be beer? No, I can't share no. Would they no bet me a challenge? Or you know, do cocoa bet shame 50-50. So as young as she was, she didn't know what she was doing. And this man genuinely loved the wife. he married the wife like the way up inside there. No, the wife started behaving in a way. Okay, can be a certificate. Okay, be am marriage certificate. So we are not because ko jawa there ko quarter. In the meja padie may say into boy japadi nation sister pin no so true for there. No bibia no kun be bia no weapon marriage certificate. Into the husband went and complained to a friend. Na nyanko keda one girl, but obema why ya be. Obet the on dating a girl. Yes, me that be me domino means me family a man no so conquer a baby like Bremen. It's Kuma Wood movie and conquer another issue Bremen. No so that be. Yansha so they made the whole thing look as if the man was dating another lady. So the man was going out. The man was not sleeping in the house, coming late, making all sort of this funny calls and all that. So now the woman couldn't stand it. Because now the attention she needed, the man was not giving him. So now she was begging, and I be me da right now me buy me ninja into certificates and you jina ko jaime. Na me come baby, na mamba wari certificate. Una mba ware wo se sia wunye na ne papa bem. And then the man told the father-in-law that no, papa you say be am mpemi ro, me do me yiri. And na me worry no. Na side we side me ko kan na the certificate. Me ko kan marriage certificate. Me ko kan to no na me mfa na chi, me mfa oba bia. Into that was when the woman was like, "Oh, into side into one at what awani lugu." Into one ko ba ko kapa benyin no ko bu ni ntwer. Opa na chew. Into ne sister no ye dem na wori gui na on poshu ni kunhwe ne ba. Into oba efi otu ni fi mi shan so oba efi no. Na keto no be kan che ne papa mo de. Adia ne sister ka che into ne sister don tumi no konkete na wori fi. Na the man futu the man no ye ne sister na futu a. Or the man in. So you see, which was a wrong word advice. Yeah. So there are some in marriages who seek for these advice. So why your Mrs. No Mrs. Sergeant and your corporals have or Shonedy, they are the rulers of the house. So they tend to disrespect. And then now things that they were doing before, they feel like no, we are rocking shoulders. When you are kitchen way, if you are not near being, Miss near being, no, you end up breaking your own home.
All right. The next one says financial disagreements. So being on different pages about money, hiding debt, or overspending can lead to significant conflict and breakdown of trust. Sikasem.
And the two shall become one. Into our baby puna mo humpa say at the kawa mo hunde medical. Into bills never never change they ye the triaco. Anna. I think we've even discussed, we've had a topic on this.
But the thing is that when it comes to you women, as soon as you get...
Everything is women. Why not men?
Well, I'm a man, so I can see what... I experience what women do.
Ah, okay. And, okay, so who come... And moms may come in.
Yes. So, sometimes with you women, what I've observed is that as soon as you get to know that the man has money, then you have a lot of demands, right? Or for some people, it's like they use money to kill the joy that a man has. Sometimes it's not like the man has money on him. He's probably his team has won a game, so he's happy. Probably he's talked to his boys. Something good has come up, and then suddenly the wife brings up an issue about money he knows he doesn't have, and that kind of drains the joy that he's had. It's like you burst his bubble by just doing that.
So you see, that is what I sometimes say that communication is very, very important. How do you communicate your financial situation to your partner? If you have, when they have, they'll let you know they have. Sometimes you don't even ask them for certain things. They now give you money and give you extra. Or keep those one. Buy yourself anything that you want. Won't be sad. Or will be one way who they or will be in Bisan or the Amo. So the day that you go to such a man and he tells you, oh, because yeah, I In fact, I'm financially down. Do you get it? You should understand, because such a person, the kind of partner that you have, you don't even sometimes ask him. Surprises or no ba ebi wonu ma bosom no so no or the housekeeping adremo he add extra to it to buy something for yourself. So in this case, na kono ke business no kado ni bia, generally you should understand. Every reasonable and matured woman would understand that no, indeed, then mukuna na ne my partner oni bi, because on things that I don't even ask him, he provides it. Do you get it? Yeah. He does it to the extreme. So what can it means? So sometimes it all depends on how you communicate it, your financial way, to your partner. Obu always kana de bia minibi. Ya won from Adam. Onye skada. Hey, elderly kind billions. Asa onye media. So such a person, you wouldn't even believe it. Do you get it?
Oh goodness. Okay, so lastly, addictive behaviors. So struggles with addiction, drugs, alcohol, work, gambling. They shift priorities away from the relationship and often lead to secretive behaviors and isolation. So there are some of you, your addiction is to your work. Whenever we talk about addiction, people assume the first two that comes to mind, drugs and alcohol. But for some people,
they're married to their
jobs. They are married to their jobs. Whenever you bring up an issue, or just to avoid any issue, they can decide to stay in the office till everybody is gone. Yeah. And till the security man comes to beg him that he should go home, and he will come home. So, all of these behaviors.
Don't you think that sometimes it's not all that they are addicted to, but situation, there is no happiness in the house?
Yes.
And also, to me, I contribute.
It is a factor.
Yes,
it is a factor. But what it is, by you doing this, you're also not helping mature your relationship. You understand? You are trying.
There are some people, they don't know how to communicate. So
you are just trying to avoid
your
partner so that issues don't crop up. But you are compounding the same things by not addressing them.
Maybe I know that my partner doesn't like alcohol, even he or she can stand the smell, then I'll go and take it because I don't want the person to talk to me.
But you married this person, so it is part of the package. It's like some friends of mine that always, the guy is the outing type, and the wife is the exact opposite. But one day I told the wife that every now and then, go with him. You will realize he will come home early with you. Or subsequently, when he goes out, you know where he's gone to. But because the last time he came early, he will try and start coming early. Do you understand? Because you've been there for him when he was in the space that he likes.
But there are some too, they don't like going out.
Yes,
like especially when they are going to meet his friends. Excuse me, like boys.
Of course. Well, the boys are not bringing their wives, so obviously, it's a boys. The same way the girls also do it these days, right?
Auntie, what's in the situation? In the case now, the man will go, the lady will also go. Are you guys?
Well,
are you building a good home?
It takes a while for a relationship to mature. So on that score, I'll end on this note, right? Yesterday I was listening to this comedian, and he was telling the story about he went to perform for these older people. Like the average age of these people were like 80 or 85. And during his set, one of the things he said is that he's been married for 28 years. And so he said a lot of things about marriage, and I think he had a good show. Then we said when he was done, this 90-year-old man walked to him and said, You said you've been married for 28 years, right? Oh, then this guy says, oh yes, yeah, that's what I said. He said, okay. Then you're very young in marriage. So he was taken aback. And he asked the man, why do you say I'm so young in marriage? He said, oh, well, I have been married for over 60 years now. And so if you consider the levels we are at, you are young. Then he agreed that seriously he's young in marriage. But up until that point, he had not thought of it that 28 years in marriage, when you are considering it to how long somebody has been in marriage, is a very young age to be in marriage. So it sort of put things in perspective for him, such that at this point his decisions were all informed by just this 2-line conversation that he had with this man. So the things that he had struggled with to be good at in the relationship, he became more patient with himself so that he could do more in that. And then he also began doing this same thing for his friends, who he says he married quite early compared to his peers. So some of his friends, the oldest in marriage was like 10 years. So he sort of said similar things to them. And he's realized over time they are all they're having a bit more patience towards the relationship. So what I'm trying to say is, if we all decided that we're going to allow our relationships to mature, just as we sort of grow older before we get married, most relationships are likely to succeed because obviously.
Is it because like the person is matured?
See, from what he's saying is like we should treat a relationship like babies.
Okay.
You don't give out
In the thunder stage.
Yes, so you nurture the whole relationship with all its noise, teething period, when they can't take care of them. All of that. Every relationship has those tendencies as well. So as you grow it, as you nurture it like you would do for a baby, a time will come. Every character you've imputed in a relationship will become evident. If the two of you are really determined to do it together like you do it for your children, the relationship also will grow with you like that.
No one is sure.
Yes. So that's what I just want to leave with our listeners and all who have listened to Topic Time tonight. All right. So I have done Topic Time tonight with Miss Philo.
HKO Live. Talk. Resolve. Results.